Hello, and welcome back to Rainbow Clan. In the last episode, we had a murder. Cinderpaw was murdered by Silent Dust in defense of her brother Talon Whisker. Cinderpaw was uncomfortable with Talon Whisker because he was too ambitious and violent, and Silent Dust decided to eradicate Cinderpaw before any action could be taken against her brother. The two make a fearsome duo, with Silent Dust supporting Talon Whisker's every move, and Talon Whisker being on the good side of both Valley Star and Star Clan. Seems to have a bright future ahead of him. Nobody in the clan is aware of the two siblings' treachery, but we will just have to see what happens. It is the beginning of year 7, and lightning struck in camp and Valley Star lost a life, so he is down to 6 lives now. Highness Heart traveled to Hope Clan to resolve some recent herb gathering disputes, and thinks they'll have a small litter. She also moved into the nursery because she felt like she couldn't successfully complete her duties while expecting Kit. Now Sprain healed, Eurokit's scrapes have healed, and some of the other leaves went bad. Of course. So we're gonna take some cats out on patrol. We have a lot of cats to patrol with. Our clan is getting really large, as you can see. We have lots of warriors and some more kits on the way, and it's just getting a little out of control. I really don't want to go over 2 pages of cats, but we'll just have to see what happens. Shadow Poppy, Partridge Streak, and Thrushpelt are going to go out on a medicine cat patrol. Partridge Streak is on a mission to find lungwort now that New Leaf is here. As the only reliable cure for yellow cough, they're determined that Rainbow Clan replenish their stocks of it. They take along a warrior escort to help. Looks like they found some lungwort. Your patrol tracks the scent of a large dog wandering along the edge of the clan's territory. Now, I think that Rosipelt, as the older cat, would want them to not go after the dog because it's too dangerous. But we have both Talon Whisker and Nutpaw, who are both cunning and bloodthirsty, respectively. And I feel like they would definitely rush into this attack. Patrol gathers their courage and valiantly tries to lead away the dog. With such a small group of cats, they can only lead it a short distance, but it's better than nothing. Well, at least they were successful. I'm sure Rosipelt is absolutely terrified, but Talon Whisker and Nutpaw are definitely making names for themselves in the clan. Blazestripe, Hail Summit, and Crestfur are going out together. They come across a bird that's scratching at the ground for insects, and they catch the bird before it flies away. Let's do Silent Dust, the newcomer Jay, and Fur's Paw. They come across a shrew, and looks like Fur's Paw managed to catch it. Nile, Calamari Prance, and Cave Sky are going out on another medicine cat patrol. Cave Sky notices that the moss in the medicine den is getting old. Looks like they weren't able to find any because some animal had dug up most of the moss. Valley Star is taking out Cedar Hollow and Gardenia Flit. They come across a large rat, and though the rat rears up and hisses at Cedar Hollow, Valley Star takes it out with a quick strike. Good job, Valley Star. Now lastly, we have Day Minnow and Lavender Fin. Lavender Fin suggests this might be a good chance to practice teamwork with Day Minnow, and looks like they had a nice practice session. Good job, guys. Now, throughout the entire last episode, I completely forgot to mediate at all, and Highness Heart is unable to work right now, so I still can't mediate, but I'm gonna try to remember to do it this time. Blazestripe just noticed how beautiful Calamari Prance's eyes are. Very interesting. Talon Whisker and Silent Dust heckled another clan at a gathering together. Yeah, that sounds about right, that they would be antagonizing another clan. Alright, well, let's move on to the next moon. They must have put a foot wrong or something. The joints in Shadow Poppy's weak leg feel inflamed and painful. Lavender Fin has been waiting eagerly to meet their offspring. At Highness Heart's invitation, they crawl into the nursery, purring, enjoying Highness Heart, and licking their litter of 2 kits clean. We'll have to check out those 2 new kits. Hail Summit was trying to fluff up their nest when they saw a thorn inside their bedding. Another prank, but it could not fool them. You can't fight fire with fire, for sure. Cedar Hollow gives Nutpaw a friendly nudge when the leader calls the young cat's name. They watch with pride as Nutpaw steps forward to receive their new name, Nut Splash, and are honored for their skill. That is like probably the most unfortunate name that Nutpaw could have possibly gotten. Quick Kit has recovered from Yellow Cough. As Quick Paw touches noses with Rosipelt, they hope that they'll be a cool mentor that won't assign boring tasks. I don't think Rosipelt would be a boring mentor, to be honest. Looks like Yarrow, even though they are excited to be made an apprentice, it takes a bit of coaxing by Rosipelt for Yarrow Kit to step forward for their ceremony. Rosipelt watches in pride as they're named Yarrowpaw and touch noses with Gardenia Flit. Yay, so Quick Paw and Yarrowpaw are now apprentices. And the poppy went bad. Cool. Let's take a look at Nut Splash. I swear to God, that is like the worst name you could have possibly gotten. I'm so sorry. No wonder he's bloodthirsty. So our new kits are Fennel Kit and Pine Kit. Yay, they're so cute. They look identical to their parents. Ooh, look at Fur's paw. She is beautiful. She's a little behind her brother in training because she was sick for a while, but hopefully she catches up this moon. Let's actually send her out with Nile so we can see if we can get her up to 50 experience. They come across a thunder path. We're gonna cross. It looks like they safely crossed. It doesn't look like it was enough to bring her up to warrior status though, so hopefully next time. Rosy Pelt, Yarrow Paw, and Daemino. They hear an odd sound coming from just beyond a rock. I think they would check it out, and it looks like it was just a mouse. Good job. Blaze Stripe, Partridge Streak, and Lavender Fin are going out on a medicine cat patrol. Partridge Streak is our new medicine cat after we found out that he has a passion for herbs, by the way. As the poppy starts to bloom and set seed in New Leaf, Partridge Streak jumps at the opportunity. They assemble a good-sized patrol full of clanmates to help them out with the gathering of this important herb. This is definitely important because the poppy just went bad. But it doesn't look like they were able to find any. Jay, Gardenia Flit, and Hail Summit. The patrol has a disagreement and looks to Hail Summit to settle the dispute. I don't know if Hail Summit is the best choice of mediator here, but we'll see. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Hail Summit causes trouble. She doesn't fix it. Nut Splash, Talon Whisker, and Shadow Poppy. They track the scent of a large dog. Okay, so we've got bloodthirsty and cunning cats. I definitely think that they would proceed here, just like they did last time. Looks like they lost track of the dog, unfortunately, but I'm sure that Nut Splash and Talon Whisker aren't very happy about that. So Silent Dust, Valley Star, and Thrush Pelt. The plantain plants have reawoken, and Thrush Pelt plans to go gather some of their leaves, but they failed to find any plantain. Goddamn. So we're taking out Cave Sky, Crest Fir, and Calamari plants, and it looks like they're looking for mullein together. And they still were unable to find any. We are not having a lot of good luck with the herbs, are we? Okay, lastly, we have Quick Paw and Cedar Hollow. Quick Paw spots this rabbit up ahead, but it seems to be acting strange. The patrol can see its tremors from a few fox lengths away. I think Cedar Hollow would stop Quick Paw from taking this rabbit, because I think he's smart enough not to go after it. So we're gonna avoid catching it. Let's move on to Moon 75. Oh my god. We have our first mass extinction event. Calamari Prance is expecting kits. Daemino got a stomachache. We lost Tangle Spots, Fennel Kit, Hail Summit, Cedar Hollow, Nut Splash, Nile, Crest Fir, Partridge Streak, and Gardenia Flit. They all died after the water dries up from drought. Oh my god. We lost so many good cats. Oh my god, that is awful. We lost a medicine cat. We lost one of our new kits. We lost Crest Fir. Cave Sky's the only one left of his litter. Oh my god. Valley Star calls the clan meeting and declares Fur's paw to be a warrior. They're now called Fur Shade. Look at all these cats grieving. There must have been a really bad drought. Oh, Blaze Stripe and Partridge Streak. Oh no. Past Moon, Tangle Spots, Fennel Kit, Hail Summit, Cedar Hollow, Nut Splash, Nile, Crest Fir, Partridge Streak, and Gardenia Flit have taken their place in Star Clan. Rainbow Clan mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss where they had been in their lives. Moments of their lives are shared in stories around the circle of mourners as those that were closest to them take them to their final resting place. That is so many cats lost. I'm particularly upset about Partridge Streak. There wasn't enough water. The clan feels so small now. Well, I guess the only thing we can do now is move forward. Let's take some cats out on patrol. Fresh Pell has finally put enough time aside to go search for Time with the Gathering Patrol. And looks like they found Time and Goldenrod. I didn't mean to put 6 cats in, but I guess we'll just go with it anyway. And they're going out together. Oak Leaves. And they weren't able to find any. Goddamn. Even with that big patrol. They notice a Glitter Clan patrol renewing scent marks up ahead. Ooh. The patrols eventually cross paths and an awkward tension fills the air. No one is quite sure what to say to break the silence, and eventually everyone involved slowly shuffles away to continue their respective patrols. Relations with Glitter Clan have worsened. That's no good. I'm sure Silent Dust was definitely contributing to the tension here, which I don't think she would be kind to another clan. Poor Pine Kit lost her brother. Well, Star Clan is now at 2 pages. Oh my gosh, we lost so many cats to that drought. Well, hopefully it starts raining and we get some water again. The only thing we can do now is move forward. So let's go to Moon 76. Valley Star has confessed their feelings to Rosy Pelt and they have become mates? This is Rosy Pelt's 3rd mate. And it's immediately after losing Tangled Spots. She really is afraid of being alone, isn't she? Well, I'm glad that Valley Star was able to find someone to love, and hopefully they'll have some kids together. Calamari Prance thinks they'll have a small litter. They don't believe they can successfully complete their duties while expecting kids and prefer to move into the nursery. Daymino's stomachache has left. Cave Sty is feeling much better and is no longer suffering from shock. I didn't even know that he was suffering from shock. Definitely after losing all those cats to the drought, for sure. And he was seen touching noses with someone from Glow Clan. Patrol spots a badger making a den on Hope Clan territory. Yeah, we're not gonna mess with that. It's none of our business. It's not our problem, but they make a mental note to mention the badger to their leader later. Brush Pelt, Fur's Shade, and Daymino. Let's take out Europaw too, because he's Daymino's apprentice. Looks like they're looking for blackberry brambles. They weren't able to find any. This drought must be really bad. It's killing off the plant life too. Hopefully it cools off soon. Let's take out Talonwhisker, Valley Star, and Silent Dust. Oh, this can't be good. It's hot out today and the hunting patrol bounces around infused with energy as they seek out prey. And it looks like they found lots of prey. Now let's take out Quickpaw and Cave Sky. Quickpaw tells Cave Sky about the dream they had last night and what the Star Clan vision could mean for Rainbow Clan. Cave Sky shakes their head sadly. They can't make sense of the vision. I was hoping that Quickpaw would maybe have a medicine cat vision. Maybe he could become the next medicine cat after Partridge Streak's death, but I guess not. We still can't mediate, so we're gonna move on to the next moon. Calamari Prance and Shadow Poppy are going to have their second litter. Shadow Poppy's joint pain is gone and they had 2 new kits with Calamari Prance. We'll have to check those out. Daymino overexerted themselves and is feeling extremely sore. And Silent Dust misstepped and slipped from a rock, spraining their paw. That is not what Silent Dust needs. Valley Star is sparring with Silent Dust. I wonder if Silent Dust initiated that. Probably to try to get to learn Valley Star's fighting style in case they're plotting to kill him. So our 2 new kits are Patchouli Kit and Boulder Kit. Hopefully he's a know-it-all. Oh, they're both know-it-alls. Oh my gosh. Hopefully they both survive. We need more cats in the clan. Let's take everyone out on patrol. Brush Pelt is taking out Shadow Poppy and Valley Star. As the mullein starts to tower over the other plants, it's a good time to harvest it. Brush Pelt could swear that there's usually some mullein around here, but not this time. It's Quickpaw, Jay, and Talonwhisker. I think they're gonna cross, and looks like they crossed safely. Let's take out these 3. The patrol has a dispute and looks to Daymino to settle it. And Daymino nods sympathetically, hearing out every side of the argument, and with their help, the patrol feels comfortable even with their differences. That is exactly what I would expect from Daymino, and I'm glad he did that. Lastly, let's take out Cave Sky and Blaze Stripe. Blaze Stripe had another vision, it seems, and it looks like they had an in-depth conversation about Blaze Stripe's vision, and they gathered some raspberry and poppy. Blaze Stripe definitely has a lot of visions. He definitely seems to have a very strong connection to Star Clan, even though it's not really mentioned in his traits. Alright, well, let's move on to Moon 78. Blaze Stripe's stump has become infected. Highness Heart feels back to normal, so we can finally mediate. Daymino feels better, but then broke their leg. Cave Sky was bitten by a snake, but survived. Pine Kit was grabbed by a hawk, but Europaw saved them. The kid is still left injured from the ordeal. Oh no. Hopefully Pine Kit recovers. She's the only one left of her litter. And the burdock went bad. She'll be okay. I know she will. Here's who's Boulder Kit? Ooh, he's interesting looking. And Patchouli Kit, who's white. They're both know-it-alls. Hopefully Fur's Shade is happy to have 2 new younger siblings. Let's go out on a patrol. Thresh Pelt, Shadow Poppy, and Europaw, I believe. They're finding lungwort. And they all got sore. Oh no. Fortunately, they weren't able to find any. Jay, Talonwhisker, and Valley Star. Valley Star suggests this might be a good chance for cats to practice new hunting techniques. And everyone has a nice practice session. Let's take out Fur's Shade and Quickpaw. First aid suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Quick Paw. Both cats have a nice practice session with Quick Paw soaking up all of First Aid's best tips and tricks. Good job! I think it's important for apprentices to learn from multiple cats instead of just one mentor, because it allows them to pick up on multiple different ways of doing things. So let's mediate. Let's mediate between Talon Whisker and Silent Dust, because I would like for their relationship to go up a little bit. And it looks like it didn't do a ton, but it's definitely better than it was before. Oh look! Silent Dust is cuddling with her mother. That is so cute. Alright, let's move to Moon 79. Oh, Rainbow Clan has no deputy. Lavender Finn and Blaze Stripe are over grief, but it seems like Blaze Stripe retired to the Elder's Den. Early. Well, I'm glad that he doesn't have to work anymore if he was suffering that badly. Rosy Pelt is done with her grief. A kitty pet leaves their litter to the clan. Rosy Pelt decides to adopt them as their own. Have to check that out in a second. Valley Star and Shadow Poppy are over their grief. Shadow Poppy is no longer sore. Highness Heart will always feel their grief, but time has softened it. Calamari Prance is better. Thrush Pelt is better. Silent Dust is better. Quick Paw received some cicada wings from Thrush Pelt. And Garrowpaw's soreness is gone too, so good. Everyone seems to be doing a lot better. So these are the new kits. Bear Kit and Creek Kit. Oh, they have 4 parents. Oh my gosh, let's check it out. Oh, Tangle Spots is the adopted parent. Or Lilac was their biological parent. He's happy that their kids are safe. That's good. We have Bear Kit and Creek Kit. Welcome to the clan. Swears they're never ever wrong about anything. Yeah, okay. Oh, Highness Heart is getting old, huh? Let's mediate before we forget. How does Thrushpelt have no feelings about Cave Sky? Let's mediate and fix that. Silent Dust is always sparring. She just craves battle and violence, doesn't she? Oh, and so is Talon Whisker! They seem to be preparing for something. I don't know what. Let's take out Rosy Pelt, Fur Shade, and Silent Dust. Patrol spots a badger making a den on Hope Clan territory. Rosy Pelt tells the patrol to continue on. Oh, I didn't mean to proceed on that. Okay, well, whatever. Rosy Pelt tells the patrol to continue on and hops over the border to walk to Hope Clan, their camp. They are greeted at the camp entrance with bristled fur, angry hisses, and the leader demanding to know what they are doing there. They explain the situation with their smooth-talking skills, manage to convince the cats of their good intentions. The leader thanks them and orders a patrol to escort them back to the border. Well, Rosy Pelt has a good reputation with the other clans, so I'm glad that she was able to do that. Let's take out Thrush Pelt, Yarrowpaw, and Shadow Poppy. Looks like they're gathering juniper berries, but they weren't able to find any. Jay, Talon Whisker, and Valley Star. Jay admits they thinks they had a StarClan vision last night. And the patrol talks to them about it while they hunt. Lavender Finn and Quick Paw. Lavender Finn instructs Quick Paw to scent the air and nods in approval when Quick Paw says they smell squirrel. Leafball makes hunting a little trickier, and Lavender Finn gently prompts Quick Paw to see if they remember how to navigate the leaf litter. Quick Paw slides into a hunting pose, trying not to focus too hard on making it perfect. They're right nuts too. Their catch is flawless, and they puff their chest out in pride as Lavender Finn praises them. Aw, I'm glad that Lavender Finn is turning out to be a good teacher. We're moving on to Moon 80. Oh, I almost forgot to set a new deputy. Alright, well let's take a look at the options here. Let's see who Valley Star trusts the most. Why does he hate Thrush Pelt? Talon Whisker hasn't had a apprentice yet, otherwise I would have picked him. I would pick Shadow Poppy, but she's never had an apprentice. So I think I'm gonna have to go with Rosy Pelt for the deputy. She has a good reputation with the other clans, and I think she would be good at her job. So we're gonna go ahead and make her deputy. Even though she's kind of old. Now let's skip to Moon 80. Oh no! Blaze Stripe died of an infection in his leg stump. Oh my gosh. Poor Blaze Stripe. Silent Dust misstepped and slipped from a rock, spraining their paw. Talon Whisker's gotten white cough. Cave Sky's snake bite has healed. We got 2 new warriors named Quick Speck, honored for their determination, and Yarrow Shiver, honored for their warmth. Jay thought they were walking on a snowdrift till it gave way and they fell down the mountain, breaking their leg. No! Pine Kid died of a claw wound. That was from the hawk. Oh my god, there's been so much death. That's the whole litter gone too. There was only her and Fennel Kit. Oh my gosh. And there's so much grief. Lavender Fin, Valley Star, Thrush Pelt. The Past Moon, Blaze Stripe, and Pine Kid have taken their place in Star Clan. Rainbow Clan mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss where they had been in their lives. Moments of their lives are shared in stories around the circle of mourners as those that were close to them take them to their final resting place. R.I.P. to Blaze Stripe and Pine Kit. Oh, Pine Kit was almost an apprentice too. Oh, at least we have 2 new warriors and 4 kits with potential for the clan. Look at how many sick and injured cats we have right now. Oh my gosh. Let's mediate. I kinda wanna see if Damino and Jay will go anywhere. So let's... Ooh, looks like the romantic light went up a little bit. Talon Whisker brushes against Thrush Pelt while correcting their stance and looks away with a purr. Wait a minute. Ooh, there's some romantic like there. That's interesting. They're both pretty sour personalities, so I think they would get along well. Let's take out Cave Sky, Euro Shiver, and Shadow Poppy. And it looks like they're gathering Marigold. And Cave Sky was distracted, so they weren't able to find any. Let's take out these last 4. And they're finding some Elder Leaves. And looks like they got Elder Leaves and Juniper. Good job, guys. Rosy Pelt will always love Tangle Spots, but has decided to move on. Yeah, I thought that she did that a while ago, but whatever. A kitty pet leaves their litter to the clan. Shadow Poppy decides to adopt them. And Calamari Prince is healed from the strain of delivering the litter. First Shade has gotten Green Paw. Bear Paw silently swears to Star Clan to do their best for the clan as they touch noses with Quick Spec. Newly made apprentice Creek Paw touches noses with their new mentor Shadow Poppy. Alright, so it seems like everything's good except for First Shade getting Green Paw, and it looks like we got some new kittens, so let's check it out. Oh my gosh, we got a lot. Breeze Kit, Blizzard Kit, who looks nothing like a blizzard, and Honey Kit. Oh, welcome to the clan. Let's check out their biological parent. Hair. Aw. Just happy that their kits are safe. Alright, we have lots of young cats now, and that's good. Here's Bear Paw and Creek Paw. He's confident, and Creek Paw is playful. Still hoping that Patchouli Kit recovers from his kitten cough. Alright, let's go out on patrol. Our patrol has a disagreement and looks to Calamari Prince to settle the dispute. And Calamari Prince successfully manages to smooth over any disagreement. Rainbow Clan can never have enough cobwebs. And looks like they found a truly massive haul. And lastly, we have Bear Paw, Creek Paw, and Rosy Pelt. Hopefully Rosy Pelt will be able to teach them something important. They came across a squirrel, and Rosy Pelt caught it. Good job! Alright, let's move on to Moon 82. Rosy Pelt thinks about retiring. Didn't you just become deputy? Maybe she isn't filling the role as well as she hoped she would. Calamari Prince has gotten Yellow Cough. That's no good. Silent Dust Sprain is healed. Talon Whisker's White Cough is gone. First Shade's Greed Cough is gone. Patchouli Kit's White Cough is gone. Breeze Paw purrs so hard that they're shaking as they touch noses with Silent Dust. Ugh, not Silent Dust. She's gonna probably shape poor Breeze Paw into one of her little minions, huh? Yeah, and he's already been caught outside the territory. Blizzard Paw can't help but squeak when their mentor's name is announced, and they run with their tail tucked between their legs to touch noses with Rosy Pelt. And Honey Paw has been made an apprentice too. So let's check out Honey Paw's mentor, Fur Shade. I'm sure that Talon Whisker isn't very happy that he hasn't had a mentor yet, or that he hasn't had an apprentice yet. But there's still some more kits left, so we'll just have to see. Let's mediate between, I want to see Thrush Pelt and Talon Whisker, because they seem to be having something going on here. Yep, and it went up even more. Shadow Poppy, Fur Shade, and Quick Spec. Your patrol has a disagreement and looks to Shadow Poppy to settle the dispute. And Shadow Poppy manages to skillfully smooth over any disagreement. Good job, Shadow Poppy. Now this is Creek Paw, Blizzard Paw, and Cave Sky. Creek Paw tells Cave Sky about the dream they had last night and what the Star Clan vision could mean for Rainbow Clan. They have an in-depth conversation with Creekpaw's vision as they walk. Rosemary and Moss were gathered. Okay, maybe Creekpaw could be a medicine cat apprentice. Brushpelt knows that the dandelions are only playing dead, so we're looking for dandelions. Looks like we got some and some wild garlic. Silent Dust is going out with Bearpaw and Rosie Pelt. Rosie Pelt spots a rabbit up ahead, but it seems to be acting strange. I think she would not proceed. She's definitely old and wise enough to know not to mess with that. And lastly, we have Breezepaw and Talonwhisker. Talonwhisker spots a wolf pack around a kill in the distance valley below and calls Breezepaw over. I definitely don't think he would mess with the wolf pack, so we're just gonna try to hunt instead. Let's move on to Moon 83. Oh no! Calamari Prance died of yellow cough. Oh my god. I'm sure Shadow Poppy is devastated after losing Cedar Hollow too from the drought. Oh my god. Daymino's broken bone is healed. Silent Dust feels like their weak leg is going to collapse under them. Furshade has gotten white cup. Patchouli-Paw has been apprenticed to Talonwhisker.
Oh no.
Their claws dig into the ground as they glare up at the sky, wondering why Calamari Prince couldn't be there with them at such an important moment. Patchouli-Paw's already bitter about his parents' death. Boulderpaw touches noses with Yarrow Shiver and hopes that they'll get to hunt first. Oh no. Poor Shadow Poppy. The past moon, Calamari Prince has taken their place in Star Clan. Rainbow Clan mourns their loss and their clanmates will miss the spot they took up in their lives. Rest in peace, Calamari Prince. You're a great cat. There's been so much death in this episode. Oh my god. We have a lot of new apprentices though, so that's good. So Silent Dust is taking out Honeypaw and Boulderpaw. They notice a Wish Clan scent has strayed into their territory. I definitely think that Silent Dust would go for it, just because she's fierce and she would definitely want to take care of any trespassers. Oh, there's a dog. Your patrol follows the scent to a Wish Clan cat taking refuge up a tree. The cat yells a warning and your patrol scatters when they hear the cry. Just in time too, as a large dog jumps at the patrol, catching Boulderpaw but thankfully only injuring them before Boulderpaw tears himself free and sprints away. Aw, Boulderpaw's injured now with a torn pelt. So Yarrow, Shiver, Creekpaw, and Bearpaw. They come across a mouse and they narrowly missed it. Let's take out Patchouli-Paw with Talonwhisker as well. Let's get rid of Cave Sky, because I don't want this to be a medicine cat patrol. They look around to disguise their scent while hunting. A snowy pack will do. The plan works and their hunt goes well. Okay, cool. Cave Sky leaves a patrol out to find any herbs. And they weren't able to find any in the rain. And looks like they were able to gather some moss together. Alright, so this is the last moon of year 7, Moon 84. Let's see what happens. Furshade's white cough has gone. Quickspec ran too fast over harsh ground and hurt their paws. Boulderpaw grooms their pelt and found that their tears and wounds in are gone. Boulderpaw also sprained their paw, and the mallow went bad. Highness Heart had a fight with Talonwhisker. That's not good. Hopefully Silent Dust doesn't come after her. Patchouli-Paw prays that they aren't on patrol with Talonwhisker tomorrow. Well, at least Patchouli-Paw notices. I think Patchouli-Paw realizes that there's something off about Talonwhisker. Doesn't want to be around him. Patchouli-Paw is insecure, so I'm sure he definitely has his doubts about Talonwhisker. Let's go on patrol. Silent Dust sees 2 kits from Wish Clan playing close to the border. I feel like she would go for it just because she doesn't want anything trespassing, even if they're just kits. And it looks like they grabbed them by the scruffs despite their protest and brought them back to Wish Clan. Breezepaw starts telling a story of their ancestors to keep every cat entertained, and it keeps the cat's minds off their sore pads and the sharp stones they walk on. Good job, Breezepaw. Honeypaw explains an idea they had for squirrel hunting. It sounds a little strange, but perhaps it could work? Honeypaw suggests baiting the squirrels with food and picking them off when they come out to eat. Waiting is the most difficult part. The squirrels don't seem to expect the trap and they come home laden with prey. Alright, good job, Honeypaw. Brushpelt leads a patrol out to explore Rainbow Clan's territory and bring back any herbs. And they gathered some poppy. Alright, good job. Lastly, we have Cave Sky and Bearpaw. Bearpaw tells Cave Sky about the dream they had last night and what the vision could mean for Rainbow Clan. But Cave Sky could make no sense of the vision. I think whenever this happens, it's just like a weird dream that they had. that they interpreted as a vision, but it really wasn't. Alright, so that's that for year 7 of Rainbow Clan. It was a really unfortunate year with the drought and losing so many cats, but at the same time we gained a lot of new cats to fill our ranks after losing so many, and hopefully things start looking up from here. As always, let's skip to the next moon to see what is waiting for us in the next episode. Oh my god. Okay. We'll get back to that in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later.